Select. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Spinning Rack. I'm here with the boys, Professor CA, Calvin Ellis, and of course, PD Prime Minister Selector himself. Hey, the news is the Black Panther front is that we have Michaela Coel has joined in the cast of the Black Panther for Wakanda Forever. Question is, what is she going to do? There's a lot of news hanging on. I'm going to pass it on to our boy, PD. Say what's rocking, PD.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm passing
So,
the ball to you. What's your
so
thought?
as Mars just said, Michaela's joining the cast. We don't know what she's going to be doing yet, but there's random rumors that's going around. But obviously, with the look that she has, she could possibly be the jokey Dormalaja that's in there. Or the thing that people are worried about is that since someone is anti-vax, they might push Letitia right out, and then we have a new Shuri.
Oh God.
Oh, I did not know that. Shuri is anti-vax. I thought that was like a one little
She
tweet.
made a tweet, and that's enough for people to always remember that she's anti-vax. So she complained about it. So she's anti-vax no matter what. She apologizes, do anything like that. So Marvel Studios, everyone to get away from controversy, we might push her out. But that's the rumor. We don't have any proof that Letitia Wright is out.
Wow, that is a big goony goo rumor. I mean, I was thinking of something totally different, but wow, that is definitely something to explore. Um, I did not expect that. That would definitely fall well into her being the new Black Panther, taking over the mantle.
Maybe we shouldn't have talked about
Yeah,
this.
I
I
was not
just had
expecting
a
that at
heart
all.
attack.
I give you mad props for thinking that up. I mean, sometimes you shock me with your things.
Oh, here we go. That's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go with. I'm thinking about the buffalo queso tacos right now.
So
but
what do you think about that, Cal?
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, it's already wild that there are all the speculation that Shuri's going to be Black Panther for this film, which I'm totally against. And then to find out that they would push out to find out that they're bringing this actress on with, and the rumors that they're going to potentially push out Letitia Wright for this actress, just wild at the end of the day.
What about you, Professor CA? What's your thoughts on that?
I think the first thing people got excited, kind of started to throw out there is that it was going to be Storm, and thus like an introduction to the X-Men, but I don't think so at all, because it just wouldn't make sense. One, we're not ready to introduce the X-Men, and I don't see what sense it would make to recast Storm when we don't even when it seems like they're not even going to recast T'Challa. So that would make absolutely no sense. I think it's going to be a character called Madam Slay, who will be a person who's known for bringing back to life Killmonger and thus bringing him back into the
Killmonger's love interest. But didn't he have a love interest already in the first film? That chick he was with?
Yeah, she died trying to make him where he needed to go. That's an interesting point. Another theory there.
Wait, before we go, we gotta stick with we gotta stick with what CA was talking. Those are two heavy things. They are very heavy. We can't go away from it because I forgot. Thank you. I've forgotten that there was a buzz that she would be Storm, and I cringed and fell out of my chair, and as I just did, as you saw me do just now. And then the idea that she would bring back Killmonger. I had a second heart flutter at the same time. So I think those are other things to keep in mind that I hope don't happen. But you can never know with the way these rumors go. So.
Right. I mean, there was not, but I mean that definitely helps to explain and inform us on how Killmonger could possibly come back if that's the case, and that'd be something interesting that they definitely need to do that. But I was thinking, and I mean, I could be wrong because this is all speculation. I was thinking that she was going to be one of the characters, one of the Dora Milaje in the story by Ta-Nehisi Coates, who rebel against the whole. Well, it's actually Black Panther, but I figured they'll probably bring her into prominence. Saying they need to change some things, and they had a couple of different.
Another rebellion.
Huh?
They're gonna do another rebellion. That's what you're going with. That another person now it's gonna be within the cabinet that's gonna rebel.
I hope not.
I mean, that's what I was thinking because she has the features. She looks like it could be a Dora Milaje.
Yes.
So that's why I was thinking that probably she's one of those. Probably she's going to step up and say to Black Panther sisters, like, no, you shouldn't just get the power just because you're the sister. You got to prove yourself. So that makes a lot of sense. That's what I was thinking. But I didn't even think of the whole issue being that, hey, bring her in as the person who brings back Killmonger. It could be both, but I thought that would be interesting too. What do you guys think about that?
I don't think she should be one of the Dora Milaje, because even though Denai has some sort of jokes from time to time, it's within her being serious. Whereas Shuri is the more humorous character, and everyone else in Dora Milaje is just serious. This actress, like, I mean, this is not to say anything negative about her, but she's known for the humor and, sort of the basically, most of her scenes, she could be in there and just with a look without saying anything, have a funny moment. How are you going to just have her looking serious all the time in this movie? You're paying. What are you paying? You're paying for the humor, so that means she could either be a villain that says jokes, or she could be, that's the only thing you could be, or she could be Shuri. That's the only thing in my mind she could be, or they could go a totally different way and decide she's Storm. But you're picking out this person to be something in this story, and not just to be one of the characters in the background, or one of the Dora Milaje that throws in the movie jokes, which they're not the characters for that. They can say smart remarks, but it's usually within their sort of their sort of tone, not to be like, you can laugh at something that they say, but not sort of going to the humor, sort of the humor coming out of how they react. So it's kind of hard to envision who the character is and who she's gonna be. But then the people say that's the perfect Storm. It looks just like her. Oh my gosh, Storm! If you're from the, you're from.
I didn't see her as Storm at all. I'm sorry.
You said you're from Kenya. That look exactly how you. Well, Storm is actually it has an American black father. That sort of thing. Well, no. That's perfectly from Kenya. Perfect. There's no other person that could be it. You want Halle Berry? That sort of nonsense.
Well, I mean, the actress, Michaela Coel is from, it's another London-based actress. We've had that discussion before. So, more power to her. I've seen her in other roles, and she's been decent. Can't knock it. So, hey, we're going to balance to our resident Black Panther expert. His thought about this. Could she be Storm? Could she be one of the Dora Milaje who rebelled? Could she be the new Shuri? What's your take on that?
No idea.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of difficult. It's like Wakanda Forever has a lot to do in one movie. Sheesh. Because they got to cover the whole thing. Because the thing is, they're making it even harder for themselves by saying they're not going to recast T'Challa. So T'Challa actually has to die in Wakanda Forever, and I'm not sure how they're even going to do that. And what's going to be the
die in Wakanda Forever? If they say they're just not recasting him, he just doesn't have to appear in this film.
What do you mean?
Well, you're making the presumption that they're going to kill him off because Chadwick Boseman did it. They're just not recasting it this time. That doesn't mean they're not going to recast. Period.
Oh well, okay, good. Because I really do hope they recast T'Challa at some point.
They damn well better recast.
Bro, getting away from this. They said already they're not recasting him right now. So
okay, we've done this record before. Okay, do we have to do it every time? We know they're not recasting for this film. They didn't say they were not recasting, period, or permanently. They never said that. More than likely,
we're talking about Michaela Coel. What character do you think she could be coming? That's all we asked.
He said no idea, but now we're going into something else. Why are you trying to stop?
We're going back into the old thing we keep going back to again.
There's a finite. When it comes to Wakanda, there's an infinite amount of possibility and a finite amount of characters that you could actually be casting for. There's a ton of little characters here and so on and so forth. There's people who haven't appeared that she could be. They could decide to gender swap, make it that particular character. So there's a bunch of stuff. But in terms of the likelihood and the low hanging fruit, no real reason for it. And I mean, I'll be honest, at this point, this looks like it's going to be an all-female cast. There's no dudes left.
Oh crap! Yeah.
Right? Chadwick Boseman is dead. Forrest Whitaker character is dead. Killmonger is dead. The other guy who was he's a traitor to the crown. So he's not going to be there. And they just casted another woman. So this is like this is going to be like the Dora Milaje Shuri and the Dora Milaje save Wakanda.
There's Man Ape. There's Umbaku.
Yeah, he's not going to be there.
Well, actually, isn't the comic Black Panther World of Wakanda? Don't they explore like the what is it? The Angels? What is like the name of them?
Black Panther World of Wakanda was another series while we still had a Black Panther series. We don't have a Black Panther film franchise as of this point. We got one film. And T'Challa had to share that with everybody. He had to share it with his mother, his sister, every K-Ross. He had to share it with M'Baku, that Man Ape. He had to share that with everybody. So I was looking forward to the second film being more centered on him. You know, as much as the saying says it takes a village, I wanted the second film to be more centered on him. Fortunately, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. He passed away, so they're doing some different stuff now. But I hope they don't do things in here and then say, okay, well, you know what? We'll get around to T'Challa when we do. I waited years for that guy to, get his own film treatment. It was good. And now it looks like, hey, what's the commitment? We're thinking of doing a Dora Milaje TV series. We just casted another woman for this. They're not talking about recasting for T'Challa in this film. They could just totally sideline. Okay, first Black superhero, sideline.
Coming out with Blade.
What?
Coming out with Blade.
What does that?
And Falcon is is now Captain America. So
how does that change T'Challa being the first Black superhero?
Just saying. All right, cool. So I mean, I was thinking also, wasn't there like a pair in the world of Wakanda comics? There was a pair of the Midnight, what were they called? The Midnight Angels or something like that. That were prominent in that particular comic. So I mean, the name of the comic was World of Wakanda, and now we're talking about Wakanda Forever. Who knows? So hey,
no, I think you have a good point. I think they are going to pull from that. They obviously have to do something different given what you already laid out. So I think it might be that kind of like spice of life of different aspects of Wakanda, plus also throwing in maybe Namor, going up against Namor.
Yeah, they're going to do that, and but I didn't think of it as such a female-dominated movie. That is pretty interesting. That shockingly, Cal came up with that. Didn't see that, so I'm giving you a compliment, Cal.
Thanks for that.
So we sure solved this one.
Yep, feels like it.
A lot of possibilities.
Feel like we really accomplished something on this episode.
So hey, if you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment.
Or if you happen to have some ideas as to who this actress could actually play in Wakanda, some concrete ideas, not flights of fancy, okay, not down the rabbit hole, please feel free to comment. Maybe we can discuss that.
Well, they must have a script now if they are casting actors and actresses, right? So
we don't know.
What? Don't you need a script to know where you want to go before you hire somebody?
You can have a story before the script.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a treatment. As long as they got a treatment, they can get going.
Okay. I didn't think of it like that. Spinner rack.
Out.
Bye.